Alright, what's up, people? Rhyming. Chilling. Got my ginger ale. And I'm good to go. So yeah, thank you for all the happy get well comments and all that. I saw a couple people were sick. Well, I only saw one person sick. But I know there's a lot of people in the world that are sick, so I hope y'all feel better soon. I had an interesting day. Last night, I wasn't feeling so well. So I sent, different jobs have different procedures for when you're sick. The job I worked at last year, when you were sick and you didn't go to work, they took $300 out of your paycheck. Well, it could be $200, $300. And then, if you didn't want to lose your money, you had to go to the hospital and pay $50. Or it depends what you got to pay. But then the doctor had to give you a piece of paper, which costs like $20. I mean, the prices vary, but you got to pay money so you could prove to your job that you were sick. And then they would be like, okay, we're not going to make it like a mark against your attendance. So I was never sick. And even when I was feeling sick, I mean, I don't get sick, but I don't want to go to work. So at the new job, I'm like, okay, they had a paper and it had all these numbers on it. But I left the paper at school because that's just what I did. So I emailed my coordinator, and I emailed this guy who's kind of like coordinator. I don't know what he is, but so I was like, yo, I'm not feeling well. Who should I call? What's the number? And I went to bed. When I woke up in the morning, I was like, ah! Whoop, 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 whoop. I was feeling good. My girlfriend's like, are you okay, baby? I'm like, yeah, look. Whoop, 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 whoop. So then she's like, wow. I'm like, man, you see, I don't get sick, man. I was telling her, I don't get sick. I mean, I get sick, but I don't be like staying sick. You know, I get over it. Go to sleep, wake up, I'm good to go. Get my ginger ale and chocolate, good to go. So I checked my email. I didn't get any response from anybody at work. So I take a shower and I go to school. When I'm on the train, about 20 minutes from my house, I get an email from the kind of coordinator. He's like, here's the number you should call if you're sick. I email him back like, I'm doing fine, I'm going to school. Have a nice day. So then I get to my thing, I take the bus, I get to school. We got put on our slippers, change shoes. I walk through the door, I pass the teacher, and the teacher's like, oh, my shoe. I'm like, hey. I walk into the teacher's room and everyone's like smiling like, my, oh, they're not. They're like, my shoes, sensei. That's your boo. I'm like, what? How do they know I'm sick? And then the principal's like, well, he starts talking in Japanese. He's like, are you sick? I'm like, nah, I'm okay. And he's like, your workplace called. What are you doing here? And then they had the English teacher's like, why are you here? You're sick. I'm like, no, I was sick last night. Now I'm okay. That's why I'm here. They're like, all looking at me, all like worried. So then principal gets back on the phone. He's like, yo, why is Matthew here, man? And this is what probably happened. I emailed him last night. The manager, he sees the email when he comes into the office, and he's like, oh shit. So then to save their ass, they got to call the school and let the school know that I'm sick. That way the school's not like, where's my shoe? So usually when they call, they kind of make it bigger than what it is. So like, yeah. Because some teachers, they be like drinking and passed out and all this other bullshit. And you can't really give that as an excuse to the school of why the teacher didn't show up. So they be like, man, he got a fever of 190, man. He's throwing up blood, man. He's dying. So then the principal's like, okay. Because in Japan, people go to work when they're dying. So as foreigners, we just don't want to work. When we have a cold, we like to take a sick day. But there's really no sick days in Japan. You go to work when you're sick. So in order to break the spell, you got to tell them that you're like dying and you cannot work. You can't get off the bed. You're just, so that's what my company told the principal. So everybody's like, okay, I hope he gets okay, blah blah blah. So then I walk in like, hey guys, and they're all like, you just said you're dying, and here you. So then, they give the phone to me, and boss man's like, man, you can't do that, man. You're making us look bad. And I want to say, I'm making you look bad. I look bad. I got to stay here all day when people ask, are you okay? What are you doing? But then I'm working on this. I'm working on this. I try to see it through the boss's eyes, and I try to see how the situation, and So I didn't say anything. I just, zipped it up and just said, what do you want me to do? And he's like, you're there, so you might as well do your job, and I'll call you later. And that was that. It was an interesting day. So yeah. Also, it seems my girlfriend got sick. I feel bad. Although, it has nothing to do with me. I think she just, sick people get together and, I don't know. But I hope she gets better. And, thanks for watching. And just a quick announcement for all the people who are subscribed to both channels. That's Ryman, YouTube / MessyPro1. I'm uploading a video, and that channel won't have any videos being posted for it could be a week, man. I'm uploading the freestyle Guinness record. It's like 13 hours. It's a long ass video. It's on processing, and it still hasn't started at the 1. When you process, it goes 1, 2, 3, and then it hasn't even hit 1 yet. So it might be a while, but I'll still be here on Ryman Gaijin. Alright, so I hope y'all are safe. Take care of yourself. Get some ginger ale and some chocolate. And make sure you get a Ryman Gaijin CD. That's the secret of my... Actually, let me just keep this going. So far, I haven't been sick where I need to go to the hospital in Japan for 6 years. I had the case of the runs when I had some curry, and it didn't agree with me. I had an earache, as I said before. I had a toothache. I do get allergies, and I do get a runny nose every now and then. But that's about it. And then in the past 15 years, I should knock on wood, but there's none in. It's like plaster. But anyway, in the past 15 years, I have not thrown up. The last time I threw up was, I remember this too. I was at my friend's house, and we were, I don't know what the hell we're doing, but we went into his sister's room, and he took out her powder, to powder your face or whatever, and he just took it out, and then the smoke came up and it went in my face, and I was like, and then, I went home, and I was walking home, and I just felt whatever, so I was like, and I threw up on the street. Then I went into the house, and I told my sister, I just threw up, and she was like, so then I went, I was doing something, and then I threw up again on the floor, and then she came up, she's like, why didn't you go into the bathroom? And she's yelling at me. So now I'm in the bathroom, and then finally Mom comes home. She's like, are you okay? Are you okay? But that was the last time I threw up, 15 years ago. There was times when I wanted to throw up, but I just didn't. So yeah, I don't know, man. But I said, knock on this plaster here. I really don't like throwing up, man. I don't like that feeling. That's one of the reasons I don't drink. I just don't want to throw up, Anyway, I'm out. Peace. Ryman. Cheer.